Kingdom Come Deliverance II developer Warhorse Studios has banned homophobia and transphobia in a new code of conduct for the Kingdom Come Deliverance II Steam forum. I wrote this up over at fandompulse.com. You can find the link on the description below. I encourage you to head on over, become a paid subscriber, help support us bringing articles like this to you. We cover video games, we cover movies, we cover television shows, we cover comic books, we cover novels, we cover tabletop gaming. We are your place for pop culture, and it costs just $5 a month to support us, and you get tons of articles every single day. So let's get into this right here. Developer Play on My 4NH. If that means something, please let me know in the comments. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but posted this over on Steam. Let's just jump over to the Steam forum here. You can see this. It has been pinned to the Steam forum. We can just look at that right here. You can see it is the top post. They posted about 4 hours ago. We click on it, and we can see here what he has to say. We are grateful for the vibrant and passionate discussions that take place here. Your love for this game and its immersive world has forged a unique and thriving community. To ensure that our forums remain a welcoming place for all, we are introducing a new set of community rules designed to maintain smooth moderation and foster meaningful, respectful discussions. That sounds great. I have no problems with that. We get it. This is a PEGI 18 game, and colorful language is part of the vibe. If you watch their developer stream, there is lots of profanity in the game. So wouldn't make sense for them to ban profanity when it's all over their game, right? Occasional swearing is fine, but keep it reasonable. Excessive profanity, bigotry, sexism, racism, hate speech, sexual harassment, or threats will not be tolerated. Well, we've seen this before, and it usually doesn't end well. One only needs to look back at what happened with Helldivers 2, and they started banning people for vomit emojis on furry fan art and all of this other stuff. It does not usually end well, because at the end of the day, what they're really trying to do is they're trying to defend degeneracy. They're trying to defend it, and that's wrong. It is absolutely wrong, and gamers sniff it out, and they usually stay away from stuff like that. So let's continue here. Then release kind of these bullet points of their main code of conduct here. Discussions should focus on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or related topics, whether you're debating tactics, sharing gameplay stories, or discussing medieval history. Let's keep it relevant to our world. That sounds great and good. Treat everyone with dignity and respect. Harassment, personal attacks, hate speech, and inflammatory behavior are strictly forbidden. So I like this first part, treat everyone with dignity and respect, as we should, because everyone is indeed made in the image and likeness of God and have inherent dignity. As far as this hate speech, well, what does that even mean? What does that mean? Usually it means that you can't criticize woke ideology. That's usually what it means. That's what it's been for the past, decade or more, and is that you cannot criticize any of the tenets of woke ideology, whether that be transgenderism, or that be the LGBTQ plus agenda, whether that be feminism. Those are usually things that you can't say, that they consider hate speech, or critical race theory, etc. DEI policies, that's usually what they group as hate speech. We'll see what they say here a little bit later on how they define hate speech. But that is concerning right there. The other one's harassment, personal attacks, inflammatory behavior. I don't have problems with that, right? No political or religious debates. While our game may explore historical themes, this forum is not the place for modern political or religious discussions. Well, that's interesting. I would wager that your game does have religious discussions in it, and you said here that you're totally fine with talking about medieval history, but now you're saying you can't have religious discussions that might have to do with medieval history. Those two things don't line up. There's a little bit of contradictory there. So which is it? Stay on topic or no discussions on religion? Because remember, they're not saying modern. They're saying modern political or religious discussions. Modern is not the adjective on religious. It's on political, if we want to be grammatically correct here. No spoilers without warning. If you're discussing key story points, please use spoiler tags or clearly label your post. Let others experience the game without unwelcome surprises. Nothing wrong with that. Keep it clean. Avoid profanity. Not safe for work content or anything that violates common decency. This is a space for all adventurers. Again, you said occasional swearing is fine here, right? They said occasional swearing is fine. And now they're saying avoid profanity. Well, which is it? Which is it? Can you make up your mind, please? Now, posting irrelevant, repetitive, or self-promotional content, including links to unrelated projects, is prohibited. Nothing wrong with that. Report rather than retaliate. If you see content that violates these rules, report it instead of engaging. Let the moderators handle the situation. I guess that's fine. And then here we go. Abide by Steam's community guidelines. I don't see anything issues with that either. So then here's their zero tolerance for discrimination. Discrimination in any form is strictly forbidden. This includes racism, prejudice, or hostility based on race or ethnicity. I have a feeling this is going to be used to ensure that no one can criticize potential DEI insertions into this game. There are screenshots out there that there is a possible DEI insertion, especially after the Warhorse Studios' creative director said that there were basically no black people in Bohemia at this time, and now it looks like there is some kind of traitor person who's like a scholar, etc., that is in the game. So, and people are criticizing that. So we'll see how this is used. I have a feeling it's going to be used to try and stop any kind of discussion about that topic. Sexism, discrimination, or hostility based on gender or sex. Again, I have a feeling this could be used to rebuke any kind of discussions on feminism. Homophobia and transphobia. Hatred or prejudice directed at LGBTQ plus individuals. Again, I have a feeling that this is going to be used to stop people from pointing out that this stuff is wrong. It's sinful, it's disordered, and it has led to the decay of our culture and our society. So this is a huge, huge red flag right here. 100% red flag. Ableism, again, pointing back to stopping discussions on DEI. And you can keep going. Religious discrimination, targeting individuals for their faith or lack thereof, including but not limited to Islamophobia or anti-Semitism. Well, how can you, that just, like, again, these things are contradictory. Religious discrimination and then homophobia or transphobia. Because, again, there are, in the Catholic faith, the catechism is very clear that disordered homosexual relationships are not to be tolerated. So you have a contradiction here. Classism, judging others based on their social or economic status. Colorism, bias or prejudice based on skin tone. I mean, we're getting into all kinds of like woke DEI, critical race theory talking points here now. I mean, this is just getting absolutely absurd. Body shaming. I mean, look at this. This is the woke playbook. This is the SJW playbook. Mocking someone's body shape or size. Any posts, comments, or behavior perpetuating these harmful ideologies will be removed, and offenders will face swift action. So then we get the no hate speech, and this is how they define hate speech. White supremacy, advocacy of racial superiority or supremacy theories. Well, why is it white supremacy if it's advocacy of racial superiority? What about other races? Are those okay or are those not okay? And why are you calling it white supremacy? What's going on here? Looks like discrimination against white people. Neo-Nazism, promotion or support of Nazi-related symbols, beliefs, or ideologies. Encouragement of violence, posts that glorify, incite, or encourage harm toward individuals or groups. Harassment, repeated or targeted attacks, threats, or intimidation. Didn't you already have that? I think you already had that. So they're reiterating that. Glorification of harmful behavior, including but not limited to self-harm, suicide, or abuse. So I don't have any issues with those points there. They seem pretty common sense. This white supremacy one is weird, though, right? Like, why is it just white supremacy? Why isn't it black supremacy? Why isn't it Asian supremacy? Why aren't you talking about, like, other races there? What's going on? Maintain civility and debate. This is a community for gaming, not political grandstanding or modern ideological debates. Civil disagreements are welcome, but respect must always prevail. If conversations involve personal attacks or hostilities, they will be moderated accordingly. I think that's fine. And then they share the consequences for violations, deleting posts or threads, locking threads, issuing warnings, temporarily or permanently banning users from the forum. And then they, again, tell you to basically report people. So that is their new code of conduct. It comes in, I'm going to have to skip down here because I included all of that in the article. That comes in the wake of multiple reports indicating that the game will be banned in Saudi Arabia. Saudi-based outlet True Gaming reported the game was banned in Saudi Arabia. They wrote this: "We have received official confirmation that Kingdom Come Deliverance II has not been cleared for release in Saudi Arabia by the General Authority for Media Regulation. The reason is that it violates one of the terms of the classification and clearance systems for video games and the publisher's unwillingness to make the required modification to the content." And there was previous reports and rumors. One of them was from this Saudi-based outlet VGA4A with this post on X here where we use the auto Google Translate from Arabic, and it says Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 banned in Saudi Arabia due to unskippable gay scenes in story mode. However, the original Arabic can be translated in a number of different ways. Talked about this before. A source told Phantom Pulse. It can be translated, or told me, it can be translated as saying it is showing anomaly scenes that cannot be tolerated, unskippable scenes of deviance in story mode, or showing deviant scenes that cannot be tolerated. So there's a number of different ways that can be translated, and it's not necessarily that there are gay scenes. If we go to the actual outlet's coverage, they make no mention of gay. It says, "It seems that the picture has become clear now as the fate of the game will be to be banned from publication in the region. The game has been banned in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia because it contains an immoral scene that promotes hidden agendas in video games." The source also indicated that the game developer refused to release a revised version specific to the region, which led to the ban decision. Covered this in a previous video. We did have kind of a response from Warhorse at the end of their most recent developer stream yesterday. Lead designer Prokop Jursa said this: "If you want to know anything about our game, you can watch it by yourself. Really, it was a bold move by marketing when we send the review codes because we allowed everyone to use their own footage. So if you want to know more, if you want to research, really search the internet, find your favorite YouTuber, check his gameplay. Don't trust only us. Just watch other people, wait for reviews, and I'm pretty sure you'll really love what we're offering." And then the PR manager, Tobias Stoltz-Zwilling, concluded saying, "I think that's a nice ending. Trust us and don't believe everything you read on the internet." We also had this from Pirate Nation, where it took a screenshot of one of the moderators in the Twitch chat from Warhorse responding to a user asking about these rumors and reports about it being banned. And it says, "The concerns will be addressed. We'll do it soon in an orderly manner. The accusations hit us by surprise. You have nothing to worry. Please have patience for an official answer." So this new code of conduct comes after all of this. And there is a lot of questionable things here that appear to be protecting woke ideology and criticisms of woke ideology and its various tenets. And I think that is a huge, huge red flag. The fact that they haven't come out and actually specifically addressed these rumors and reports in a very clear and easy to decipher manner is also a red flag, in my opinion. The fact that they are kind of beating around the bush and saying, "Trust us," makes me not want to trust you. Because it's like, well, what aren't you telling me? Why aren't you telling me these things? Why aren't you specifically addressing these reports and rumors, which should be easy to do? You should be very easily be able to do it. And anyone trying to say, "Oh, well, there could be some kind of like fiduciary duty or something like this," absolutely not. I think that by not addressing this, they're actually harming the sales of their games. I know there's been multiple people in comments of previous videos saying that they canceled their pre-orders. I doubt that there are people, as many people, I guess I should say, as many people going out and buying the game or pre-ordering the game as there are people canceling their pre-orders due to their non-response. But let me know what you guys make of this new code of conduct that they have released here following these reports that the game is being banned in Saudi Arabia. Let me know in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth. And remember, everything woke turns to crap.